Racing the Tide. Written by January Bain. Narrated by Katrina Leffler. Published by Totally Bound Publishing. Distributed by TekTime. Chapter 1. Day 1. 5:13 a.m. The bed trembled, its legs jerking and thudding about in a kind of macabre dance. Cole woke instantly. Is this the big one? The king-size bed shimmied and rattled a few more times, then settled back down, coming to rest slightly askew on the hardwood floor of his bedroom, the earth having released its rage. Another fucking tremor. He ran his hands through his sweat-damp hair, glancing over at the bedside table. 5:14 a.m. He slid his gaze from the clock to the picture, as he did every morning, ready to administer his daily punishment. During the long night of sleeping intermittently, he had made up his mind, but now, looking at her face, he couldn't do it. He couldn't dishonor her memory in that way, especially not in that way. The coward's way. His mind zeroed in on the single event defining his life, the day haunting him every second the clock ticked. The day, almost a year ago, when he'd pulled into his driveway after a voice message he could make no sense of. Finding the front door ajar, walking down a hallway so silent he could hear the pounding in his skull echoing his slamming pulse. Finding the bathroom door shut against him. One more obstacle. Turning the handle as slow as a swimmer in deep water, finding it unlocked. His throat tight and aching, the creak of the hinges. The door swung open, his vision darkening around the edges as he took in the horror of the scene. The heaviness in his chest that made him sink to the floor, gathering her into his arms. No, oh God, no, not like this. His cell phone rang in the dead stillness of a house that had once been a home, jerking him back into the present. Swallowing hard, he picked up the phone from the table, turning his back on the photo of his wife and himself mugging for the camera in happier times. The words of his father haunted him. A real man never cries, son, no matter what. Did he mean even if the worst thing that could happen happened? Yeah. He managed one sharp word. Hey, Cole, it's Jake. How's it going? Hearing his friend's voice ratcheted down his anxiety, put the cap back on his demons. Had it been only 9 months ago that they had put Castrati and his son away for crimes against humanity? The one bright spot in the past year had been the whirlwind operation, involving Jake and his new wife, Silk. Teaming up, they had been successful in putting the Castrati crew, a cartel that had been on his radar for some time, behind bars for trafficking in women and drugs. Silk had borne the worst of it when the son's senseless drunk driving had left her sister and her sister's unborn child dead on the streets of L.A. She'd even gone after the man herself when he'd been released on a technicality with the help of high-priced lawyers. She'd been waiting with a high-powered rifle across from the courthouse to take him down. And that was how she and Jake had met. Better than a dating agency, Cole supposed. A more awesome and skilled pair of operatives he could not hope to meet. Jake with his brilliant and fine-tuned military skills, and Silk with her PI's investigative knowledge and dedication. She was almost as obsessive as he was about taking out the bad guys. When he didn't answer right away, Jake asked with a hint of concern in his voice, "Did I wake you?" "No, a fucking tremor managed to do that this morning. Seems the San Andreas fault is unhappy these days, playing with us mortals and reminding everyone who's the boss. Other than that, I'm fine. How's the new family?" He cleared his throat and focused on the present. He got up and padded into the living room to open the drapes, staring out at the world that appeared normal, on the surface, anyway. He knew better. A dark abyss lurked underneath, just waiting to swallow a person whole. Not gonna happen. Life is precious, even when crawling through hell. Staying there kept Matthew's memory
Sample complete. Ready to continue?